No one ever misses these stupidly difficult throws.
Hey, Maggie.
Unless this kid is somehow the only person that she's spoken to since getting back, I call bullshit on no one having mentioned, oh by the by, Negan is now free and out and about. Just a quick heads up.
Is everybody okay?
Herschel's fine. Don't worry.
Everyone else?
Didn't ask about Herschel, asked about everyone, and even if she did, that's an odd way to reply to a very calm and standard sounding question. Is everyone okay? Alright, chill, Herschel is fine, you worry pants you. Also, yes, everyone is okay.
Hold him tight, the rendezvous.
I swear everyone in this fucking show mumbles so much. I mean, I legit don't even know what he's saying. I don't know if it's poor sound quality and or recording or just straight up mumbling.
Hold him tight, the rendezvous.
All in tied the necro?
Hold him tight, the rendezvous.
All in tied benign begro?
I thought I'd take him to Hilltop. What is it?
So here's a question. What have they actually told Maggie since she got back?
Negan was with the Whisperers that night. I wanted you to hear it from me because...
It was you? You let him out?
She just jumped the world's largest assumption long jump right there. My god.
You're gonna pick up Maggie's people, right?
Yeah.
I wanna come with you. You know? Keep an eye out for Connie.
Really oddly signing to a guy who can hear perfectly fine, and then even more oddly stopping said signing halfway through the conversation.
Maggie, you okay?
Just a cat, but I can use a little help!
Oh, very slow reaction from Daryl.
It's not decided with Negan. Not yet. And what Carol did, she didn't make...
She felt she had to.
I don't understand putting so much emphasis on Carol letting him out when before that happened he was out and about in Alexandria anyway, potting plants and stuff. Before that he escaped and then actually came back on his own, and then the stuff happened with Carol, but everyone is just focusing on the last bit, like he was 100% a prisoner in a cell prior to her letting him out.
You left your post.
As opposed to going up to her when she's in sight and saying her name, because why do that when you can grab a leg? Ah, maybe it's a walker!
We have to go.
I just had to check.
Understandable, but could have most definitely been quickly done come morning after they set out, and that way they don't all potentially get killed in their sleep because you left your post.
Kelly's sister. Is she still out there?
Would be a bit weird to check on the top of a truck and have Daryl say she's missing if that wasn't the case, wouldn't it?
It's them. They're out here.
We don't know that.
2 of our people are dead, Maggie.
Okay, do only the people who are looking for you kill people? Because if so, that's spot on. It must be them, because they kill people and no one else does. But we know that's not the case, don't we? And so Maggie is right. We don't know that this was the people after them. That's her point. Tree? No tree.
Oh, shit.
Maya, get down!
Not gonna show it, but that girl was too stupid to have survived the damn apocalypse. She knows they're being shot at and gets yelled at to get down and just stands there looking confused. What?
I'll go around and flank him.
Says that she's going to go and flank the shooter, but then ends up coming in at the side of the gun position. Dude, what sort of trained killer takes his time to hunt them, taking them out from a distance, luring them into a trap, but then really takes his time getting changed, allowing her to cut herself free and him to wake up and grab his weapon? I mean, seriously?
Get down!
Why show them the pin giving away what you've just done, though? Also though, I'm pretty sure a grenade isn't safe at a 2-foot distance merely because you knelt down. Also though, I'm pretty sure it wouldn't cause someone to effectively evaporate.
Hey, Mom.
I absolutely refuse to believe that either of them didn't see this kid quite clearly in view up the street.
Connie's. I came as a surprise. Point, they were too tired.
So very confused by the consistent signing when talking and then just not bothering anymore after a few seconds of it.
You had a sister too, right? You were the oldest.
How'd you know?
I can just tell sometimes.
Bullshit.
This might surprise you, but I'm dropping off a sin here purely because, and I made no secret to this, but I personally found the Whisperers a terribly lacking foe. I didn't find them scary, I thought their whole gimmick was really overrated and easy to defeat. I even had one person tell me why I'm wrong about them not being scary, and bruh, let me just say, if you have to explain to someone why something is in fact scary, it's not really scary. Anyway, sin off here for this new foe, a badass military type armed to the gills is infinitely more dangerous and scary to deal with than a bunch of weirdos in walker skin masks. So yes, they made a decent enemy.
I haven't spearfished in years. But you don't think I can? Give me that.
You'd be my guess.
That would be a strange assumption based purely upon him handing over the spear. I'm not going to bother cutting and splicing together their long-ass conversation because it takes forever and they take irritatingly long gaps between every half-dozen words in this show. But I'm issuing out a sin here for this convo. It's just Carol talking nonsense. We lost Alexandria! Daryl points out that they in fact have not lost Alexandria and she says, not yet, and then talks about how it's only a matter of time till it's all over, as though that hasn't been the way of the world since forever. It's just kind of an annoying series of statements that don't really mean much. "5 years ago," when Daryl still looked literally exactly the same. Yeah, that bag definitely didn't make it all the way across.
Something tells me you don't really want to die. Not today, anyway.
You don't know anything about me.
You're right.
Is that really the greatest moment to be disagreeing with her? When she says, something tells me you don't want to die, and his response is, you don't know anything about me. Do you want to die?
I didn't come here looking for any trouble. Your dog found me. I was just trying to help.
You're tied up in my cabin with a 12-gauge pointed at your head. What kind of help you think I need?
Such a dumbass reply to his statement. Obviously, yes, you don't need help, do you, Mrs. Big, Strong and Independent Woman? But it could have been a kid, an old woman or something, anything. The point is, he was aiming to help, but it doesn't take a genius to understand that he didn't know he was specifically coming to help you, does it? She cuts that thick-ass rope with that tiny-ass little blade in just a few short seconds, and they don't even show her cutting away at it. It's like she cut a hot knife through butter.
I get it, you know? Being out here by yourself.
You've been out here alone for a long time, too, huh? Come on.
Man, these people really changed their opinions super quick. Literally within less than 60 seconds, she went from saying, don't give me any gifts, leave me alone, to like inviting him around for a cuppa. Okay, you can't even drop something real onto that? It had to be CGI!
What are you doing?
Taking it for a quick spin. Building Ninja Walker! As opposed to slightly looking through the door, because why be slightly cautious when you can fling the door open and run it without a care in the world?
Let it all out.
Are you through?
I don't get it. What are you laughing about? I don't know what it's about.
This bottle easily cost over $2,000.
The fact that people would pay that much to get drunk is a huge part of what was wrong with the world.
If you're saying that people bought an entire bottle and drank all of it in order to get drunk, then you're a friggin' moron, mate. Clearly you'd buy it and have a little at a time. I mean, this whiskey is pretty strong.
My name is Maze.
Yet another example of extremely poor field of view considering he came at him directly from the front. Also though, you don't go and kill off the T-1000 like that. That's naff, bruh.
We couldn't take him with us. He killed his brother's family.
Well, that's an assumption. He said he killed his brother. He never mentioned having killed his family. In fact, he never actually even mentioned having killed his brother. Oh, who cares?
No, wait!
Really? Okay, I guess. Oh dear.
Back up! Back up! Wrong move!
You're hurting me!
Gotta love that dumbness. She goes for his gun and seconds later is complaining about, "Ah, you're hurting me!"
Princess, what are you doing? Are you there?
Jesus Christ, what a boring ass start to the episode this has been!
Please don't do anything.
You sound a little groggy. Did you hit your head?
What do you mean, did you hit your head? You were watching when they hit her in the noggin with their gun!
Come on.
The idea that these soldier-looking types use these carriages as prison cells and then didn't bother to make sure that there's not an easily escapable hole in the wall covered by a very thin piece of wood. Also though, in that fairly small carriage, she never once noticed this, and yes, I know it's kind of dark, but your eyes adjust real nicely. You're bored and worried for your friend, and say you want to get out there, so you'd have a super good look and feel around. No excuse for randomly not finding this till now.
What do you want from me?
We're done.
I gave you answers.
Get her out of here.
Why can't I see her?
No, you really didn't actually. You ignored, I'd wager, 70% of them, answered with your own questions for most of what you did say, and gave your name as Princess and said you were in Pittsburgh when the fallout occurred. That's literally it.
You're being a bitch.
I want to see her!
This guy stood behind her and holding on to her, and yet randomly when he hits her, she manages to go flying backwards.
We can't just leave them here.
You don't think I know that? They're my friends. I didn't mean it like that.
I know they're your friends. You don't have to be an asshole about it.
He's really not. It's very logical. He's known them for years, he's known you for a day or so. It's not difficult to understand.
What the hell did you just do?
No, a more important question was, how the hell did he just do that? I mean, did he see her go through the hole in the wall that she blocked back up? Then neither of them mentioned it, then the door began to open and he flew out through that hole, made his way around, got up into the train since they're fairly high off the ground, and then KO'd this guy? Jesus, bruh! Not to mention how these soldiers are just the worst. They never see the big old hole in the wall when it's uncovered, and seemingly he managed to take away the board, slip through and replace the board, because if not, the guy's entering a dark carriage and yet not noticing the light streaming through a rather large and obvious hole behind her. Man, it just sucks. That was terrible.
Oh my god, stop! Stop! You're gonna kill him!
I wouldn't worry about killing the guy when he's just pressing around his upper chest area, not got his hands anywhere near his throat. Okay, that's a good plot twist. That's fair enough then in that case. They can take back 3 sins in title. That's actually pretty good.
Maybe Ezekiel and the others will bring help soon, and you won't have to make a soup out of rocks.
I hope so too.
That whole damn story, and that's what comes out of it. Him wrongly stating that the soup was literally made out of stones, when that's not what the story is about. And oh, why do I even bother? Just take the damn sin.
He'll come back. He always comes back. I don't though, do I?
Except that you very much do. Case in point, the fact that you're back right now as you said that you don't always come back. You know, it's not a massive deal, but it just really feels like if they wanted to extend this season as they have, they really could have given us a bit more story. It feels like a lot is happening, and at the same time, absolutely nothing is happening, and thus it feels extremely boring to me. But that's just me. In fact, a few of these episodes have just been the same for me, lots and lots of talking, and nothing moving the story forwards, and as such, I don't really have much to write about.
Little pig, little pig. Let me in.
I think this is now like the last person who hasn't been imagining stuff that isn't there, so that's perfect. Every single person has just spent time with an imaginary figure like it's the most normal shit in the world. Well, no sins to be found in this genuinely very good episode. I actually liked this one more than any other episode from season 8, 9 or 10. They just really did justice to his backstory in my honest opinion, and that's worth a sin off. Nathan Byrne, Bird Without a Word, Tyler Warner, PK Fan, Ali 50, Ryan Anderson, Isael Caldera, Chris Harris, Yona Stahl, Manolo Saucedo Munoz, Luis Hernandez, Kim Munt, Jason Davies, The Element Taylor Wars, Manuel Morales, Carnito, Dark Lord Bloody Soul, Blitzcloud, Keeper, Steelers, Amir Keenan, Sentimento, Juffa6263, Master Tank, Kevin Nauta, Brendan Krier, Storm 970, Gaten Gaza, Matt the Marshmallow, Kaj Vorzorma, Jordan Samuels, Sean Graves, The Epic Commander, Crimson Shadows, Kyle Farmer, Oliver Gable, Kimi O, Adora Blue, Matthew Ditzworth,